Well, hello everyone. Today I have a review for you, and that is something that I unboxed on my channel previously. It's too late now. It's the Personna Magic Razor, which I've come to find out is marketed as the Personna Magic Razor, but isn't really by Personna. Let me retrieve the packaging here. Again, I don't have my tripod because, well, I'm not using my tripod because bad things happen to my tripod. So, I'm going to leave that there. Look at the packaging for you guys. I'm going to have to pick that up. So this is advertised as the Magic Razor, made in Italy. It has this little pamphlet of instructions, which I'm not going to go over because it goes over the basic stuff. Made in Italy. Tells you we recommend double-edged blades from Personna on chrome. It says it in Italian, Spanish, and then it says Spillo worldwide. So this is actually not by Personna, as I've come to find out. Personna doesn't make anything like this. Allow me to pull out the little pamphlet just to give you an overview of what the pamphlet is. If I can achieve this, pulling out the pamphlet. Okay, so remove the razor. And this is what the pamphlet is. It's a very, very simple pamphlet. It tells you how to cut the double-edged blades. You could cut it with some scissors, or you can, which it actually tells you to cut it with scissors, or you could just snap it in half like I demonstrated in my unboxing video. If you don't want to cut it with scissors, I don't recommend you cut it with scissors unless you're gonna want to dedicate some scissors to metal cutting, because it's bad. Just don't cut it with scissors. Now I've been using these blades, which are Personna blades, in fact. Now I didn't really listen to their suggestion there and buy Personna blades. I just trust Personna because they make really high quality blades in general. From previous experience, I much rather have Personna blades than any other brand that I've never even heard of. So the blades are extremely sharp, we all know that. And a big plus for me is they're made in the US in comparison to all the other brands that I saw out there were not made in the US. Which I prefer to buy American made because China is taking over the world, and I want to help be another guy that tries to prevent China from taking over the world. So I'm not saying that the other blades are made in China, they're made in Israel and over there, but I tend to prefer buying American made to help the economy and things like that. So yeah, America's *1 brand. I would agree with that. As far as blades go, they're really good. I would highly recommend you pick some of these up if you're gonna be purchasing that. They're really nice. Personally, I haven't tried out any other blades. Unfortunately, Walmart, at least my Walmart, doesn't sell Wickens and Swords, which are the barber's preferred blade, apparently. So I'm sticking to these. These should last me about 4 years. Granted that I replace the blade every week from that thing, because it takes half blades. Now here I have a couple of half blades that I've been saving from the past 2 weeks. Showed you how they actually look. Pretty simple overall. There's not much to them. They're just blades, and because I don't want to open another one, let me align these. That's pretty much what a double-edged blade looks like, except without the gap there. That's connected. But that's pretty much what a double-edged blade looks like. Very simple. Now onto the razor. Put these in the corner over here, so you guys can see. Now this is a razor. It's a shavette. Here on the spine, it says "Made in Italy." There we go. Made in Italy. This is plastic, and this is rooted in place rather than pinned into place. So, upon opening the razor, this is actually pretty light, by the way. You'll notice the jimping here, and then it scales up to the blade, which is just a standard half double edge, and it's hollow due to the fact that it's a slide out design. One thing that I have found over the past month and a half, I think, of usage, something like that, is that this plastic part got a little bit loose, but that's not much. And that, like I mentioned in the unboxing, handles are flimsy, but these are just for storage. They're never used. If you've ever used a straight razor before or investigated about straight razors before, you'll know that the handles are just for storage. So it pulls out. Here's the blade. Here is the thingamabobber, whatever it's called. It's the I don't even know if this has a name. Just the holder portion. So this actually holds the blade. And get a nicer close up here. You can see that the blade, that it has these points, indentations here, that are punched, kind of like center punched into the metal itself, here and here, and they protrude slightly. And then it has these here, which are actually cut into the metal, and as you can tell, those are kind of center punched into the metal, the little divots. So what that does is, you take your blade, I don't want to damage this blade now, take your blade, you put your blade inside the holder like that, behind that little metal tab, and you rest the crevices on the blade, I'm touching the edge. I'm probably going to have little cuts on my finger now. So I'm trying to do this through the freaking active display, but can't do that. So, goddamn, I can't do it right now. Okay, here, I'll just grab it like I normally do. I can't do it. I'm mad at myself. Okay, here, I got it. So pretty much you do that. Something that I have found though is if you just take this and just slide it in. I can't do this through looking at the camera, looking through the camera, and just push like right here. As soon as it gets to the blade, since this applies pressure, it's gonna torque the blade that way. As you can see, it's already torquing the blade that way. And what it's gonna do here, let me show you, is that you don't want that. That's really bad. You don't want that. So, and then when you remove it, it hangs onto the blade. So allow me to readjust this blade. Oh, something else that it does have is those little divots. I don't know if you can see those, but yeah, you can. Those little divots prevent the blade from moving this way, so it doesn't slide around. And they're nearer towards the edge, so I enjoy that. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to pinch right here. You're just gonna want to pinch right there. Make sure it's well seated. Pinch right there, and insert the blade. Once it hits your finger, you can release and push it in the rest of the way. Leaves about 1 millimeter of exposed blade on this side, and slightly more on this side, because that's how they are. They're slightly uneven, and it doesn't make a difference at all, really. Handles, plain black plastic. You can tell it gets scratched pretty easily, really glossy, that's why. Attracts fingerprints. Not a problem though, it's just storage. For a second I thought I just cut myself. So it's pretty, it's a rather simple razor. I would recommend it for your first shavette or for a novelty shavette. If you own like high quality shavettes from Dovo or something, or you're trying to find out whether you like straight razor shaving or not. Now, granted, this isn't by any means even close to the weight of a regular straight razor. It's much lighter. In fact, I'll weigh it for you, just to give you an idea of how much it actually weighs, which is pretty freaking light. I have my digital scale here. So that's a measurement in grams. This is 29.4 grams. So that's pretty light, actually. That's less than 50 grams. It's really light. And for any wondering, AWS 100 gram cap. Really great scale, really accurate. So, I mean, I guess about that sums it up. I recommend this razor to anybody if you're trying to get into the razor world, or you've been in the razor world for a while and you're gonna just buy a novelty razor, buy a cheap razor to find out, you know, what it feels like. Buy this. But mostly, if you're trying to get into this world and you don't know if you're gonna like it, I recommend Personna blades personally, and the Magic, if you don't know if you're gonna like it, because this, if I recollect, was $5 on Amazon including shipping, and that was 13. So that was a really good price. I ended up paying around $20 because that shipping costs. So I ended up paying around $20 for both of these. Enough to last me 4 years. So I'm gonna keep trying this. Maybe I'll update you guys. I don't think so though. I think this will sum it up. So thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed. I hope you really enjoyed. I said that wrong. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, possibly even subscribe, and remember, guys, stay tuned for more and take care.